Historically, in Assassin's Creed, we always favored visual quality and very large worlds. And now we feel we've reached a point with the current technology where we can do more dynamism without compromising. It means more objects, more details, and a more believable world.
The setting is incredible because we have this world at war, but then at the same time as this war, we also have this incredible natural beauty of the world. It's very inspiring and it just makes an environment that you can really get lost in.
One of the big things we did with Assassin's Creed Shadows is to push our dynamic world. We have a full season cycle, so each time you go to a location, it can be in winter, it can be in spring, so every time you look at the world, it can be different, and it's ongoing as you progress in the game.
We knew that we needed to improve the weather systems, so now we support very strong winds, different type of rains, and the environment is also affected.
In terms of level design approach, it's a bit different because you need to think about the setup in different contexts. What if it's raining? What if it's winter? So how can we affect the gameplay? If you're going on the roofs, you can see like ice falling and creating noise. You can see a pond that is completely frozen, so you cannot hide inside. So things like that will shuffle how you approach your setup.
So we have a new facial animation system based on 4D performance capture, and we also worked on a new hair strands system for the characters. So this simulates every single hair strand independently. So what it means is that it brings the character animation closer to real acting.
Katana are known to be the sharpest blade ever made by humankind. So this is why we've pushed a lot our tech of being able to slice object.
So historically, destruction is very difficult, but now also with technologies like hardware tracing, we can have both destruction and a believable world at the same time. And it's very exciting because as a player, they can use this to escape from an enemy, they can kill an enemy from behind the paper wall. So in my opinion, Shadows is really the convergence of the ambitions we had for the brand from a technological point of view, but also from the gameplay experience. All this together makes the world more believable and more grounded.
In Shadows, we wanted to let go of the player's hands a bit. So like our reach eye points are less guided this time around. It just provides you with a way to look around the world and to find what's there. Outside of this, we wanted to really bring this idea of the war for information. So the players can use their network. They can send scouts to look for specific objectives in specific locations. Letting the player move themselves, find themselves, put their eyes in the worlds, put them a lot more in the exploration mindset.
The way we do world building is to make sure that I'm at point A, I want to go to point B, but the way to get there, there's going to be temptation to go and look out toward other objectives. So temples and shrines that can be seen from a distance, or a path that leads you in a cave. The game is filled with mysteries to discover.
Early in the game, Nagato teach Naue, the famous Kujikuri. That's an activity that you can do where you can find different places in the world and mid-state. So those kind of activity are another way to progress and gain skill, gain experience, and it's not only about fighting.
We always had in AC some sort of home base. In Shadows, we give you an acre of land, and we give you the possibility to build your hideout like you want it. So that's a way, again, of putting the player's adventure in full display, to be able to see how they create life as they go in their adventure. With Shadows, we really wanted to create a world that was dynamic. As you play, you're not in control of the seasons, of the weather. It just happens. So this may change the way that you will approach your next mission, you know. So it's a little more organic in this way.
So that's really something that we try to embrace, not seeing the world always from the same perspective. So any moment that you're living could be a little bit of a unique moment that only you could have seen.